Okay, tell me why.
The girl was like, "You're just saying that because you don't have a husband. You just got divorced." And I had feelings for my cousin or something like that. Alright, what's up, guys? Today we have my sister with me, and today we're gonna be reading some of, well, not y'all's confessions, because I don't have fans right now, but we're gonna be reading some Reddit confessions, and some of them are crazy, you guys. Like, I had feelings for my cousin or something like that. There's always some crazy stuff in there. We're gonna be reading some of relationship ones, cause I feel like those are more interesting. Let's see what y'all been having on. What's the best way someone confess to having a crush on you? Should we do that one? Fifth grade, sitting next to my best friend, I was talking about how I didn't understand why kids our age were becoming interesting in dating or kissing. Me too. Because one day I was sitting in science class in 6th grade, and then I just see this girl. Well, she was known as like that she would date like a lot of guys at my school. Yeah, she was making out with her boyfriend at the time, and like they were like hard making out in front of everybody, and I was like, bro, that's not it. And the teacher was like, you guys are only 11, you guys shouldn't do that. And then the girl was like, you're just saying that because you don't have a husband, you just got divorced. And I was like, but yeah. Anyways, friend said, yeah, I've noticed. I've been trying to show you I have a crush on you for months, and you don't get that either. Wait, that's such a weird way to confess feelings, but okay. Yeah, and I said, oh. I look at her and I say, I'm sorry. Like she just told me someone died. I didn't understand it then, and now I understand it now. But it was the best way, just sudden and open and honest about it. Much better than the stalker lady from work decades later. What?
Honey, what the hell?
What stalker lady? I have a friend that I have been friends for 7 years or so. We chatted over Discord a lot. We would meet up online games. At some point, they mentioned on Twitter that they had a crush on someone and wanted to talk about it with one of the mutuals. I have a small crush on them, so I was curious. But also, like I'd been a casual friend so long, I assumed it was somebody else. Where is this going? Hey, are you paying attention? They didn't want to say who it was, and it seemed unsure to approach. It seemed unsure how to approach the person about it. So I switched gears into advice mode and said that if someone had a crush on me, I was always fond to the idea of a mystery crush ding dong ditching my house with homemade cookies. They seem ecstatic about it. I hope the crush thinks it's a good idea too. Fast forward a few days, when I arrived home after work, there was a bag of cookies in my doorstep. We got married this past year. Oh, they got married. They met online. His day, like it happened that day. Me and my guy friend talking about how bad Valentine's Day school gifts are. Okay, guy friend. They are almost as bad as all the days you are in the couple. Me stuttering. Wait, what? Guy friend. Ha. Sorry. That must have, bro, whatever that thing is, taking your breath away just like you do to me. Is this like you? Is it, bro, I'm sorry, is this right? Your weird way of telling me you like me? Guy friend, I don't know if you like me. Yeah, I like you a lot. I didn't indeed like him. Guy friend, I do too. I had a crush on you for a few months. We dating for almost 2 years, which is pretty long considering we were in elementary. We only broke up because I had to move schools and there was no way we could keep in touch. Sadly, he was a really good person though. I'm happy for whoever he is with now. So didn't stay together? No. Also, it was elementary, so we get it. Makes sense. Okay, guys, this next one is about a friendship breakup, and it says, I texted my ex-friend yesterday how I felt about us. We had been friends since we were 13. We're both 20 now. And in the past few years, we both had fully different paths in life, and I went to work in another city. To me, we were still friends who just didn't stay in contact that much. But apparently, I was the only one that felt that way. I told her that I missed her and wanted more contact again. But she slapped me with the reality that we have grown up. We have grown apart. And that while she will always be happy to see me on the street, she found other people who doesn't want to force anything more. She has every right to feel that way, but it just stings because she obviously was already over it and has seen us nothing more than ex-friends, while I still saw her as one of my best friends. Expected our friendship to last longer through this barely any contact phase was probably a bit naive of me, and I guess that's a life lesson on why you shouldn't have so much conversation much earlier than wait for as long as I have. Ooh.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I don't have friends, so I don't experience that. So
I don't really have friends. Like I have friends. I have wonderful people in my life.
I only have 2 friends, so it's cool.
Yeah.
They're a long time too. They're like 10 years, and the other one's like 5 years now. This next confession, it's about middle school. We've all been there. It's a middle school crush confession, so let's see. Hello Reddit, 8th grade by the way. I'm a 13-year-old male, and I recently just came to this new school, and I really like this girl, 13 female. In my opinion, Paige is quite literally perfect. She is really smart and very cute. So I want to ask her out to be my girlfriend and all that jazz. What do boys think when they have a crush? Like, I wonder what crossed their minds. Like, do they just... But I'm afraid of what will happen if I do so. My friend, 13 male, I've known since my old district or school, has been telling me to ask her out and shoot my shot, but I don't give her my number because I don't have one. I can't take her out anywhere outside school. The only way I can talk to her is school and social media, but I don't know if she knows who I am. We have had a brief conversations, but I don't know what to do. Any advice? Honestly, don't know.
Compliment her hair. Compliment
Just start
her
being
everything.
nice to her. Not to the point where like you be nice and it seems so fake about it. Be nice and be genuine. You can text her through social media and stuff like that.
Or Gmail, email, iCloud.
I used to text my crush at the time with my school Chromebook, so middle school he had moved away and I didn't have social media and we didn't exchange numbers. We didn't exchange numbers, so before he left I was like, I didn't have a phone number by that time, so I would text him through the school email, and then he would call my friends. But yeah, that was only a crush, and I don't think he knew I had a crush on him. So yeah. Oh, this story was cute though. So far, because then they'd be like, I have a crush on my cousin, and I can't explain how. Or I think my sister's cute. I don't know how to explain. Like, you guys are such weirdos, bro. I can't find a good story to put. Or it'd be like, I think my teacher, it's fine. Like, what? Alright, you guys. Somebody put, what's your high school crush story? I haven't had a crush in a while, so. I was a freshman when he was a junior.
Ooh.
That doesn't really go well. Anyways, we were the only native kids that went to that white school. Outside the reservation beside my younger brothers. Outside the reservation besides my younger brothers. Later on, my grandma was his neighbor. Dude, don't do that again. I didn't go to a white school, but it was pretty whitewashed, my school, so.
I hate it all.
Not that school.
I know which school you're talking
Right now, guys, I don't have a school. I'm kind of dropped out because it's a process of moving, so yeah. But yeah, guys, it wasn't really whitewashed. It was just like, it was close to like kind of rich side right here in my city. And Well, people there were like rich school. It was like poor trying to get rich school. Because some of the ceilings were falling apart. So yeah. But my grandma was his neighbor. I went to prom all 4 years with him. Life before we met each other. We built it up. We showed each other love. And he asked me to marry him when I graduated. First kid on the way. Oh, that's so cute.
Okay.
I thought it was like gonna last.
What?
That's so cute. This was 10 years ago. Okay, this is a cringy story, they said. So let's see. Oh, somebody was just online. Back when I was 15, I was totally in love with a guy from my dance class. We were Irish dancers, so maybe 1/3 of the guys who dance and continue into middle high school. Oh, age are straight. I gave him a CD with a single song. Avril, oh my gosh, I can never pronounce her names, but it's Avril. Fall to pieces in a small.
And I don't wanna fall to pieces. I just wanna sit and stare at you.
Letter. You know when you look back and cringe about something stupid you did? I'm still cringing back. I'm still cringing, and that was 10 freaking years ago. I totally freaked him out, and he avoided me for months. I have really cringy stories with my crushes too. Like guys, one time I didn't confess to this guy, but like, oh, I can't even talk about it. I was in middle school still. I think it was like my first year, and well, I had told all my friends like, oh my gosh, I like that guy, and I had this other friend who, but he would go for the guys too, and then I was like, I like him, and he was like, well, I like him too, and I was like, oh, but I don't think he goes for like, you know, guys. There weren't a lot of guys that were like gay or stuff like that, but yeah. And then, well, anyways, long story short, one of my friends asked this guy, and he was like, oh, well, she's like really pretty and she's like really cute, but I don't go for girls, you know, I go for guys. And I was like,
I can't. Get out.
bro, like that broke my heart. And I was like, bro, no way. And then my best friend at the time, not the other guy, my best friend, let's name him City. You know, he was like, oh my gosh, but I told you he looks some type of way, you know. I was like, bro, don't ever say that. But yeah, guys, and then I cried so much too, and I was like, bro. And then, well, he had something going on with my gay friend too. I was like, like that was so sad. I had multiple different, like this other guy, guys, he would like give me signs, but not signs at the same time. He would call me out of nowhere. One time I missed school, and then I was out with my parents, with my family, and then we were in a car, and then he called, and I was like, bro, what the hell? He called from my friend's phone, and then he was like, oh my gosh, why are you here? I missed you. And I was like, he just said he missed me, and I was like, and then, but then later, like, he would like pretend he didn't like me too. I was like, bro, what? Pretty embarrassing stories too. So, well, it's embarrassing for me now, Freeland, cause yeah, but I haven't had a crush in a while. Anyways, then I got really sick and lived in the hospital till I was 20. Oh, liver failed and needed a transplant. Oh, fun times. I'm pretty sure he was gay. Oh my gosh, is this my story? I'm pretty sure he was gay and didn't want to come out at the time. I'm not really sure now, as he hasn't really said anything. Who knows, still a friend though, sort of. Still awkward somehow. But now I live in another state, and I'm engaged to an incredible man that I love, and that I love with all my heart and soul. I've had a weird life. Oh, girl from Chicago falls in love for a likey gay guy who doesn't really talk to her ever again. She gets sick, nearly dies on 10 occasions. Within a few years, gets a transplant from her aunt. Then meets a great guy online and dates him for a few years. Then in 2014, she moves into his hometown in Alaska. She's not engaged to an Eskimo. Is that how you say it? Eskimo. Sorry. We're in Alaska. It's not offensive like it's in Canada. No worries. It's an offensive word? Guys, I'm so sorry. Wait, am I doing an apology video right now? Guys, I'm so sorry. Like, is he bad? I don't even know what the word means. I'm so sorry. Oh, freshman year, we're reading Romeo and Juliet. This is the first kiss. And I just wanted to be Juliet, because who doesn't when they're 15? None of the guys in our class wanted to be Romeo. Instead, some girl went next door and got the guy I've been crushing on for years. He came over to my English class, and I fully expected him to give me a kiss on the cheek or whatever, which was totally fine. Mind you, his class had come over to watch the scene as well, and I was just excited. The line comes, 60-something teens, 60-something camera angles, and then he kisses me like a real one on the lips. There were tears and wait, I had a similar experience, you guys. Bro, I'm relating to most of these. But yeah, guys. Well, it was drama class, and well, it was more like English drama class, because the teacher was teaching us drama by that time. And then, bro, like, that's my favorite subject. And I know I'm reading kind of off right now, because I don't know, I get camera shy, I guess. But guys, I promise I'm an excellent reader. I was always on top of my class. And yeah, and we're reading, bro, and so guys, we're reading this story where there's like this wife and a husband, and then they have kids and whatever. And then nobody wanted to read, so I was like, well, I'll read it, miss. And then she was like, okay, which one would you like to be? And I was like, it doesn't matter, honestly. And I originally wanted the ones with the less lines, because, you know, it's class, you don't want to read out loud. But since nobody was doing it, I was like, okay, whatever. So it comes to my turn, and then she's like, okay, you'll beat them up. And then, guys, there was a guy who I had a crush on, but not a really crush on. It was just weird, because we were like really close friends, almost like best friend level. Well, we were best friends, you guys. And then he was like, he was just honest with me, and I was like, oh no, like, I would never date this guy. And it was to the point where I was like, I don't like this guy, because he's too honest, and I know everything about him, and it just makes him look weird. So yeah, and then well, yeah, it was his turn to read. And then the teacher was like, okay, you'll be the husband, and then she'll be the wife. And then I was like, okay, weirdos. And then everybody was like, oh my gosh, the couple, because people were like, would be telling us like, oh my gosh, you guys would look so cute together. And I was like, you guys don't play with me, because by the time I used to have a crush on this other guy, which I just told y'all about. Well, yeah. And then this guy was like, well, it doesn't matter to me. And then I was like, well, it doesn't matter to me either, it's just a reading, I don't care. And then he was like, okay, well, if you don't care that much, do your part and I'll do my part. You see, you're fighting in front of the kids. And I was like, bro, you're taking it way too serious. Oh, baby, you're so weird. And I was like, you always want to fight about something. And I was like, and he was like, no, you're starting the problem first. Like, I'm not that disgusting to look at. And then I was like, if only you knew. But he was, but then my kids started acting and everything. And then he was like, well, this time, and his line was like, all right, baby, I love you, goodbye. I'm heading to work now. And I was like, and my line was like so cringy and like corny too. And I was like, bro, like, this is not what the fans want to see. And then everybody in the class was just clapping. And then there was a kiss on the scene, but I was like, I'm not kissing. And then the teacher was like, okay, well, y'all guys can hug. And I was like, it was just it's really embarrassing to think of, but my class was fun. And then they were like, okay, $10 if you kiss her. And then she was like, I don't mind, actually. And then I was like, not you for $10. Like, what do I gain for that? Nothing. Pure humiliation. Guys, I was a weird kid by that time. I was like, what? Either this was like 5th grade or 6th grade. So yeah, it's just weird, guys. One last one. Became pretty good friends. Started to like her. After some time, asked her if she wants to hang out or go on a date. She said she just wants to stay friends. Also known the story to all my attempts at relationship. I've been rejected a lot. Well, I don't shoot my shot because I don't want to get rejected, so I don't mostly shoot it. And if so, my friends have to shoot it for me, guys. But I haven't had a crush since 7th grade, so it's been a long time too. Like, I just go to school, come back, just have a boring life and a quiet life too. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Also, if you guys would like to see more, I think like y'all gonna comment, bro, or something. Like, nobody even watches my videos. Anyways, guys, yeah, if you guys want to see more, just like, should I take out part 2 with my cousins, guys? But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, don't forget to smile.
Yeah. Okay, love you guys. Don't forget to smile.
I wore a hat once, and I like have like a dark version of myself.
Global superstar Zendaya has gone missing.
Careful now. Tom lived.
Guys, like, subscribe, and everything else stuff. What else did no YouTubers say and everything? I don't know, guys. But this was a pretty fun video. I was really just exposing myself. But, you know, I don't really care. I don't really watch these videos. I don't have friends either, so you guys are my friends. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.